Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to my stream, man. Welcome. I'm in Greece today, man. I'm on holidays basically. I'm gonna be here for the next 17 days. Yeah, 16 days actually. So I'm gonna be here for the next 16 days, and of course, I'm not gonna stop working. I'm always gonna be here. As I said, this year, man, is the year that I'm gonna smash this shit, man. I'm gonna make money this year. This year is the year, man. What do you do? Don't stand there and wait and watch me. Come, come, let's go. Come on. Chop, chop. We need to do some money, bruh. You talking about, ma? Okay, so here we go. Just to be clear, I don't know if anyone is watching me. I don't know if anyone is watching these videos at the end of the day, like those lives. I know they are quite long sometimes, like an hour and a half. But it's not worth it watching the live. Like when it's live, it's worth it. It's not worth it when it's not live anymore and you're watching a live. Is that much? If that makes sense. However, because this type of content is not for that, if I'm saying if I'm going live, I'm going to make money, bro. So if you're not on the live to make money, bro, where you at, bro? Like, what the fuck you doing, bro? You know what I mean? Like, catch up, bro. Come on, chop chop. Anyways, however, just to be clear, today is 2 of January, so today we most likely not gonna trade. We're just gonna see the market, how he acts, how he moves, and what things say. If a valid setup comes along, I'll like 100% take it, 1000% take it. But it has to tick every single box, bro. So it needs to tick every single box on my rule plan for me to take a trade. Unless that happens, then it's basically I see, you know what I mean? Okay, so enough chatting and chit chatting. Okay, so here we go. So what we see here? We're seeing a very much bullishness. But if you see it, did it enter on a downtrend or it didn't enter on a downtrend? What exactly happened here? So this is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so we have a fair value gap over here, which basically got respected. It got tapped over here, and now is pushing the price higher. However, like that was from yesterday when the market opened. It closed on top of a fair value gap, which was very good, because we knew that once it opened, boop, it started skyrocketing. However, this from all this is from yesterday, man. Like all this move here is from yesterday. Okay, so basically that's a lot of money, bro. You might say 1.2%, but that's a lot of money, bro. Like, you see this small trade I took here on the side? That's 1.2k, bro. Yeah, 1.2, 1.5k, bro. This is crazy, bro. This shit is mental. You know what I mean? However, now we are back at this nice price, which is over here. So basically, we broken through here. However, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that, oh, we broke through, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go down, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No, that's not how it works, bro. Like, no, I'll tell you what. I want to see some liquidity sweep. So now the market is still closed. Okay. So, the New York session actually opened right now, which is great because we're gonna get some volume. Okay. So let me just check something really quick. Okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. So New York session literally opened 2 minutes ago. So I'm correct, literally just opened. So I'm going to tell you what I need now. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I need. I need for this market like a perfect, very nice setup would be to take out some liquidity. You're gonna tell me, oh Kevin, what do you mean by take out liquidity, bro? Like you already gotten rid of liquidity over here. Like, oh wow, like bullshit, bro. You don't know shit about the market. So calm down, calm down. Okay, so calm down. So first of all, we need to take some liquidity, and where the liquidity is resting. So it is resting over here, bro. Is resting over here. Okay, that's some liquidity right there. So I'd love this liquidity to get like pop and go back down. But however, let's not forget about this. About this. So this. What is this? What is this? Kevin, isn't this a break of structure? Is it? Is it? Is it a break of structure? Because you see that the price dropped. It came up, it did push higher, it did push higher than that level. But as you see, it consolidated. And after that consolidation, the price dropped. So, now, for me to get on the trade, I will need some volume. So, for example, I will need first to sweep some liquidity. I would like actually first to get the volume, and then we get the liquidity sweep. Once we get the liquidity sweep, life is easier, life is better, you know what I mean. And to give us a bit of extra confirmation, we can see here when the price is overbought, oversold. So usually when the price is overbought, oversold, is usually like a liquidity sweep. That's when the real move happens. So if you can coordinate it, like based on my strategy, when it goes overbought is usually where I'm trying to enter, you know, because like is basically one more confluence to my trading plan. So basically what I mean by that, so basically when the volume pumps in, so whatever, it starts buying or selling, whatever, like it goes down, it goes up, doesn't really matter. Well, the first candle is what matters, and the second candle is of course what matters, because it actually shows us the volume. So once the volume jumps in, then it has to sweep one side of liquidity. As soon as the liquidity gets swept, then we can find our the rest of the confluences, we can align them and then keep going. So for me, from the higher time frame that we've been on the 4-hour time frame, for example, because if we go, so here's the thing, that's why you people complicate trading, right? Because you go to the daily, you go to the weekly, daily, you're like, oh bro, this pumping, man, this pumping. Is it? It's going down, it's going down. Is it? Is it? Well, this is the weekly. Well, what you understand from this is nothing. This is nothing. But from the daily, you could understand that, okay, he did the resistance, he did that, he did this. Okay, that's it. But that's the max you can get. That's the max you can get. So for me, it looks, I'm going to be honest, it looks kind of like we have a bullish, a very strong candle. But I don't think that is gonna be respected and kept on pushing unless we sweep some liquidity on the downside. Okay, so for me to go for a buy, I will need a nice push on the downside and then to see the move on the upside. Okay, so a good liquidity sweep for the downside would be like below these levels, as you can see. So on the 15-minute time frame, for example, if we go here, You can see over here that you have like this level over here, which is basically consolidated a bit and then made the move, right? And it created kind of, this is what we call imbalance on the market. So basically when an imbalance is created, usually before that there is an order block, okay, which can be counted this over here. So what do I need in case that I'm going for a buy side, for a sell side liquidity? So I would basically need price to drop down here, take the rest of the resting liquidity, come back in that zone, retest this area and pump up. Simple. That's it, bro. That's it. You just have to be patient, okay? That's why you go early on the market, you check the charts, you have an idea of what you're waiting, what you need. Okay, that's it. And that's it for now with NASDAQ. I'm gonna move down to gold. I'm gonna check there what's going on. So, yes, I was going. So this trade, listen, bruv. So this is not the real trade, by the way. This trade, I basically this trade was like this, yeah. And you that you're starting being like, you got stepped out, bro, you got stepped out. Yes, I did. Yes. So, what? Nothing. That's it, bro. It's gonna happen to you, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to me. It's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to anyone, bro. But the thing is, how you actually deal with it. You know what I mean? For me, I opened my chart again. I said, why did I lose? Man? What was my mistake? So what I did, I just jumped on back to the trading view. I saw where the confluence was, what actually happened. I saw that even my TP was actually wrong. I had to move it just a tiny bit more up. And my entry point was incorrect actually. It was perfectly incorrect. So as you see, for example, the price moved up, swept more liquidity and then did the move. Okay, swept more liquidity and then did the move. However, we're not going to talk about that trade anymore. Okay, so gold does look nice, man. I'm not gonna lie, like gold is my favorite pair, guys. Like literally, I swear to you. Okay, and by the way, the 1 year candle just opened, guys. So by the way, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope that this year is gonna be the most profitable year you ever gonna have. Okay, so I hope we all gonna be together by the end of this year for the next year. So good luck to everyone. Oh, okay, so we see here the market is open on New York session. Let's go to Metal Mines and we see why it's going out a bit. Okay, so we had some high impact this Tuesday 16. No, this is wrong. Okay, so we're going January 2nd. We don't have something, which is great. Basically, usually when gold doesn't have any news, it usually starts pumping. So the use employment situation 50 minutes ago, this is on red, bro. Why is it not on the buy or sell? Okay, never do me a favor, guys. Like whenever you go to these type of sites and you see comments and messages from other people around, just don't care that much. Yeah, like keep your opinion. Take is as we say, like in my country they say, like ask 7 or 8 and then do what you think. You know what I mean? So yeah, be like that, you know. Okay, so total non-farm payroll employment changed a little in November 6 plus 64,000 and has shown little net change since April. Labor statistics 4.6%, bro. November, while federal government continued to lose job. Fuck, this news is presents additional monthly surveys of household survey measure. Those including unemployment by graphic characteristics, establishment survey measures, housing industry. Okay, so I'm a slow reader, okay? So you're gonna take your time, bro. Payrolls rose by 64,000 in November after falling by 105,000 in October. Delayed jobs numbers show. This is crazy, bro. So this is actually good for gold. Because I'll tell you what. In case this guy over here. Okay, so DXY, for whoever doesn't know, is basically the dollar. Is the dollar, basically. Okay, when the dollar falls, the gold goes up. But if dollar goes up, then the gold goes down. So basically, it's vice versa. You get the point of it. Like, you know what I mean. You understand, like, is think about it, bro. Like, it depends how long you've been trading as well. Like, you are exchanging against each other. So, for example, think of it like this: ZAU, which is gold, is against the dollar. Okay. So, what do you want to see usually on the market when you trade? So, for example, if the dollar is going up, then you need gold to go down. Okay, because that's when you get the one more confluence that you are in a trend, because it enters a trend, okay, which makes it easier for you to trade. However, DXY looks solid, I'll be honest. Like, you can never know with DXY, like, maybe Trump comes one day and says two things, he's drunk or something, and boom, I don't know what the fuck, but so I'm basically using DXY more for confluence, okay? So if we go back to gold, we are at 4,400 again, one more time. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna wait, bro. Where is it? Okay, so cool. Well, guys, that's it pretty much. Well, guys, that's it pretty much. However, well, I'm gonna have to close for a little bit till we get to the time that we need to actually check for a valid setup and everything. So I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna write this down about this, and I have no idea if anyone is watching me, man. I think I'm talking to myself, but it's okay. If you are watching me, I love you. Okay. Wait a second now. I said, wait a second. Bitch. Motherfucking bitch. No views, bro. That's crazy, man. I have like 5 subscribers, bro, and no one is watching this shit. This is crazy. This is nuts, bro. That's all I have to say, man. That is all I have to say. I've been now. Bro, I can't even open my own video, man. What the fuck is going on? I can't open my video. Okay, let me check on my other phone. Something is going on. Something is very dodgy, bro. Okay, wait a second. Wait a motherfucking second. Second. Okay, yeah, so apparently there is no one on the live. Great, that's fine. I'm supporting myself, I guess, again. Haha. Anyways, yeah, I'm stopping the live now. I'm gonna pop in a bit, okay? I'm gonna do some magic. Okay, love you guys. I'll see you in literally maximum like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be back.